Hi Cancer, welcome to Mantra Flower Tarot. This is your weekly general read for the 26th through the 2nd, the 26th of September through October 2nd, Cancer. Oops. I do want to let you know that if this reading does not resonate within the first minute, it's probably not your reading. Definitely go check out your moon, rising, and Venus readings to get a clear overview of the energy surrounding you. I also do not have any, I don't have any social media accounts or anything like that. So if you are looking for a personal reading or to donate to the channel, you do have to use the description box below. If anyone contacts you or messages you, it's definitely not me. That's the only way to get a reading from me is in that description box below. Okay. I do read intuitively, so I always want to make sure I remind you of that. So the card meanings could change depending on the position, the energy, what's clarifying it, etc., things like that. So please be aware. That is why I show you the tarot cards, because I do read them intuitively, Cancer. Again, thank you for watching my channel. It's always great to see you again. I appreciate you. We are going to be doing the Celtic Cross again today. And we did just have some different energy going around. And so you'll probably be experiencing that up into next week. But it's because of the full moon that was in Pisces energy. So that typically means for Cancer, the way that's going to affect you is you might realize that you're way more emotional than you're used to being. This is a different kind of emotional for you though, Cancer. It's more of that really like soft, intuitive, focusing on yourself kind of emotional, where typically you might get emotional because of everything happening around you. This is going to be more internal energy that creates that emotion for you. If that makes sense, Cancer. I hope it does. So you'll probably be experiencing that this week, obviously, since the full moon was just yesterday or last night, I guess. They tell me you're going to be experiencing that for 2 weeks. A little bit longer than most other signs because you're already pretty intuitive, Cancer. So let's go ahead and get into the reading here. I'm just going to pre-pull your oracle card for the overview of the energy. Thank you. And we'll read that at the end there, okay? All right, Cancer. In position 1, we have Hanged Man. And we have I don't read these clarifying cards in this specific deck. I do not read them in reverse. We have it being clarified by the Hierophant. So it lets me know that your current energy is very I actually really enjoy this energy, so I hope the whole reading stays like this. You're taking a new perspective, but it's a much needed, higher perspective, okay? It's a perspective of getting out of your ego, okay? It's more of an understanding. If you see, they're telling me to show you the stairs leading up to the star there, or the door, whatever it looks like to you. To me, it kind of looks like a star, but it's like you're taking a higher perspective, okay? You're taking a different perspective, and it's got you in a great mood. Look how happy he is. That perspective is really doing a lot for you at this time. In your obstacles and challenges, we have our Ten of Wands being clarified by the Two of Swords. So it seems like you're being burdened by a decision that you need to make here, and that's in your obstacle challenge position. I'm not quite sure what that decision is yet, but we will probably see it pop out throughout the reading here. It usually does. In our position 3, what you need to focus on, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, being clarified by the Sun. And so it's letting me know that you're feeling like you're in a lack energy. So what you need to focus on is transforming that lack energy into the sun energy of abundance. So don't stay focused and thinking about being in lack. Definitely make sure that you're looking towards the sun. Upright, this is being in lack, right? But because it's in reverse, it's being clarified by the sun. It's like you need to keep focusing on this like positive, whatever new perspective you got going on here. Like I said, it's working for you because it's really creating a positive, abundant, happy kind of energy, and that's what you need to keep focusing on here, Cancer. In our position 4, oops, that one flipped over. In our position 4, we have past energy, and that's being clarified by the 10 of Cups in reverse here. Or I'm sorry, it's 10 of Cups in reverse being clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. So in your past, it looks like you possibly were, for me, this is very, I usually will read this as very stable or like even wish fulfillment almost. But it lets me know that you might have been in a kind of unstable situation, but someone was helping you. Someone helped you move through that and get out of that situation. I'm definitely getting it is going to be more of like a situation that involves money. 6 of Pentacles is all about generosity and sharing and giving too. So that's kind of what I'm getting was happening in your past here. In our strength position, we have the 10 of Swords in reverse being clarified by the 10 of Wands upright. Look at that. So what that intuitively makes me feel is that your strength is being able to almost, and I don't want this to come out in the wrong way, and I hope you understand how I say it. I'm trying to see if they have a better way for me to say this, but what's coming to me is your strength is being able to carry burdens of like, you know, if Cancers are known for being kind of emotional, and it's not necessarily that you guys are emotional, it's just that you're really in touch and in tap with your emotions, with your feelings, with how you feel internally. You're really in touch with yourself in that regard. And so what this is like telling me is that you're really good at carrying the burdens of being so in touch with yourself. Okay, your strength is being able to I wish they gave me a better way to say this so that it's more clear. I feel like I'm not saying it very clear here. So this is all about like death and endings, right? In the upright. And so because it's in reverse, it's talking about possibly overcoming those endings, overcoming that pain, overcoming the pain of the end. But 10 of Wands is obviously more of a burden card, okay? So when I put them together intuitively, what I feel like they're trying to tell me is that like you can handle the burdens of these situations. Like these situations don't leave you dead and on the ground. You can actually handle them. Like you're emotionally you have the emotional capacity and ability to handle these really hard, tough situations. I hope that I explained that. And that's your strength position. In position 6, your near future, we have the 6 of Wands, definitely a victory card, and it's being clarified by the 10 of Swords. Cancer, I just definitely want to point out you have a ton of 10s going on here, okay? Like a ton of them. Like a lot. You have the 10 of Wands, and then you have the 10 of Wands again, and then you have the 10 of Swords. You have the 10 of Swords twice and the 10 of Wands twice, okay? So in your near future, what I'm getting is that the victory comes in because of an end to something else, okay? Something else goes to an end, and maybe that's why they're trying to remind you that this is your strength over here, is to deal with those endings in a very kind of stoic way is what I'm getting. But in the near future, there is an ending coming in, but that ending literally creates victory, or vice versa. The victory creates an ending to something that needs to happen, okay? In our position 7 here, we have your we have your advice and guidance. We have the 9 of Swords. and it's being clarified by Eight of Pentacles. And so it's letting me know, don't focus on the stress and anxiety about whatever this end is, whatever this decision that you need to make is. Don't focus on the anxiety and fear with it. They want you to focus more on like what you're good at, perfecting your craft. You definitely have some pentacles in here, so maybe you need to focus more on your job, focus more on your career, where you want to go, maybe creating goals. But this is all about, Eight of Pentacles is all about perfecting something, enjoying your job, mastering your craft. And so it's kind of letting me know, like, the guidance here is, don't focus on your anxieties and your fears. Put all that energy into something positive, like mastering your craft here. In our position 8, we have what you're not seeing. We have the Nine of Swords being clarified by the Ace of Swords. So I feel like what you're not seeing is, for some of you, they immediately gave me communication, something to do with communication. Absolutely. That's for a few of you, and I'll try to elaborate on that. It's like you're not seeing that I get that you need to communicate with someone, that you need to say something, you need to come in with communication. But what you're not seeing is that, like, that communication does not need to be rushed and rapid and painful. That communication can be very like soft, to the point, and exact. It doesn't have to be kind of all over the place. Like the Knight, he's all over the place. He rushes in and he just does whatever. You can make this communication be very precise. For the majority of you, I get more of what you're not seeing. It's almost like, so this is an energy of like, this is going to be more about your thoughts, your clarity. Okay, right now it's kind of like you just want to rush in and do something. You want to make a decision because you're in this energy of indecisiveness. That's your obstacle position, is not making a decision, not seeing a decision you have to make. So I feel like you want to run in and just make a decision, just to be done with it. But this is saying, because it's being clarified by Ace of Swords, you need to take your time. You need to really think about this decision. You need to think it all the way through and be very clear about your decision. Weigh your options out, write it down on a piece of paper, but take your time and be very exact and be very focused, and really decide what it is that you need to do. And that's how you need to move forward. So what you're not seeing is that rushing in with communication or making a decision. It's not the best choice here. The best choice here is really taking your time and really nailing down what you're going to say, or nailing down what decision you're going to make here. In our position 9, we have hopes and fears. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Again, Cancer, you have a ton of repeating cards here, like a ton of them, okay? I'm shocked. So in your hopes and fears, you have the Eight of Pentacles being clarified by the Emperor. So you're really hoping to master something that's going to put you in a higher position, maybe a higher status, or even like for some of you, I'm getting authority. Like it's going to raise you up, kind of like a promotion where you get to have more control, more say. Like you feel better about your standing and your position because you did such a good job here. And maybe that's why they're saying, for your advice, don't use that energy to have anxiety and fear. Use that energy to focus and perfect your craft here. That's definitely what I'm getting for your hope and for your potential outcome. It looks like we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse being clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So there's definitely going to be some success here. It looks like whatever journey, for me, the pages are all about the beginning of the journey, right? They're the start of it. The Ace is the potential, but the Page is the actual start of it. It means there was action taken to move in this direction. And because that's in reverse, but it's being clarified by Four of Pentacles, it's letting me know that you're no longer in the beginning start of this journey, of this stability, of, you know, building your finance, your wealth. You are now at the Four of Pentacles stage. You're learning how to not just manifest money, but they're telling me that you're learning how to budget your money. You're learning how to save your money. You're learning how to manage and handle your money so that you have more of it, so you feel more stable. You feel like you don't have to be in this position of needing help, right? So that's your potential outcome here, Cancer. For the overall energy that I have gotten from the read is Spirit really is kind of telling me that, Cancer, for you at this time, there's obviously a decision that's on the table that needs to be made, but there's something along the lines of like, you know you have a lot of burden with a decision that you need to make. Like, it's going to create a lot of burdens and potential ends, for you by doing this and making this decision. But what it brings, excuse me, what it brings in is not necessarily a new beginning, but it brings in the ability for your wealth, your finances, as well as your stability. A lot of pentacles here. Those significantly improve once you put an end to some situation that is happening here that you're being indecisive about. Like, you're not maybe seeing, you might not be seeing what the decisions are that need to be made, but because your current energy is the Hanged Man, it does let me know that you do see these decisions. You know what you need to do, like what two decisions you have to choose from here, and now you just have to choose. You have to do it, okay? Let's go ahead and get your oracle card. We have fertility. Okay, in the traditional deck, fertility is actually Empress energy, which is a new beginning here. I'll go ahead and read from the book on this. Through this card, the manifestation of growth is on the horizon. You're the creator in the seeds that have been planted in the past. Whether they were happiness, comfort, abundance, prosperity, family, children, ideas, or even thoughts, are now ready to give birth into your world. Be patient as you watch your seeds take root and grow. Nurture them as they become strong and healthy. Open yourself to the life force of the universe. This card also represents femininity in Mother Earth, who is calling to you. The arms of her beauty are reaching out. She wants to embrace you on her seashores, mountains, forests, and gardens. Go to her and meet her halfway. Acknowledge that the same energy that makes up the heavens, earth, plants, animals, and mineral kingdom is also part of you. Start nurturing yourself and infuse your soul with love and compassion. Soon, others will see and feel your devotion. As you interact with others around you now, or even if you're in the midst of solving a problem, use gentle care and kindness as you handle such situations. This isn't a time for you to be inconsiderate, possessive, domineering, forceful, or pushy. Act from the loving space of your heart center. The benevolent energy that resides there will assist you in making sacrifices in order to care and help others, as well as yourself. Okay, Cancer. So overall, what I'm getting is that there's definitely, again, I'm not necessarily getting a new beginning here, but there's definitely, like, fertility is all about abundance. It's all about creation. The Empress, you know, energy matches the Emperor energy, and that's in your hope position. So what I'm getting is that once you're able to really make a decision here, and move forward with that decision, your abundance, your fortune, everything like involving growth is going to start happening for you, once you kind of create this decision. But again, make sure you're being very wise about this decision. Okay, don't go rushing in and kind of ruin everything here for yourself or for someone else. Be very wise about how you're going to approach it. That's everything I have for you, Cancer. Thank you.